Imagine a world where no single nation calls the shots. A world where power is shared and every country has a seat at the table. That's the vision being championed by Nobuntu Webster, an MP from the opposition party BUSA. But what does this mean for the future of global politics? Let's get into it.
Honourable House Chair, we must reiterate the context within which this debate takes place. This debate takes place at a time where there's a shift in the global order in the world as multipolarity gains steam and there's new centers of power that are emerging. Those who have long dominated the world stage are now scrambling to reassert their dominance. And that is the context, that is what is happening. The recent developments that have taken place between the US and South Africa and in the relationship between the two countries have to be understood in this context.
At the heart of this debate is a call for a just, multipolar world. Nobuntu Webster, an MP from the opposition party BUSA, boldly states, "No single power, not the US, not Russia, not China, should dictate the terms of our sovereignty." Let's be clear, these are her views, not the official stance of the South African government, but they're powerful nonetheless. Webster is declaring that South Africa's sovereignty is non-negotiable. This is a direct challenge to the unipolar world order, dominated by the US since the Cold War. And whether you agree with her or not, it's a conversation we need to have.
And the pronouncements by US President Donald Trump reflects an agenda that seeks to maintain an outdated global hierarchy. But history teaches us that true change has never come without disruption, and that's what's happening now. South Africa has to remain steadfast in a pursuit of a just multipolar world where no single power, not the US, not Russia, not China, dictates the terms of our own sovereignty as a country.
Webster doesn't stop there. She argues that South Africa must diversify its partnerships and engage in multilateral trade. Why? Because relying too heavily on one nation like the US is a recipe for disaster. When one country holds all the cards, they can pull the rug out from under you at any moment. And let's be real, this isn't just about South Africa. This is a wake-up call for every nation that's tired of being a pawn in someone else's game. Solution? Build a self-sufficient, resilient state. No more begging. No more compromises. It's time to stand on our own 2 feet.
That said, the United States is an important economic partner, and our trade relationship cannot be understated. Its importance can't be understated, but at no point should our sovereignty be conditional on the approval of any other nation. The responsibility of this government is to then shield South Africans, because now it has happened and the ship has sailed. And this is not just in response to the US decisions, but it's through long-term strategies that protect South Africans. The recent freeze in US aid to South Africa should be a wake-up call to us. It exposes a fundamental risk in that a sovereign nation finds itself vulnerable to the policy whims of another. So South Africa must position itself to be part of a multipolar world, diversifying partnerships, engaging in multilateral trade, and we must never be placed in a situation where the withdrawal of funding from one country disrupts our economy and the delivery of critical services. So the solution is clear. Our government must take decisive steps forward in self-sufficiency, and that means reducing reliance on external aid. It means ensuring financial discipline.
No nation should find itself vulnerable to the policy shifts of another. The recent developments are a wake-up call, proof that relying too heavily on one partner exposes us to unnecessary risks. To secure our future, South Africa must embrace a multipolar world. That means diversifying our partnerships, strengthening multilateral trade, and ensuring that no single country can dictate the fate of our economy or the well-being of our people. The solution is clear: self-sufficiency. Our government must take deliberate steps toward reducing reliance on external forces. Financial discipline is key. Economic independence is non-negotiable. We must engage with the world from a position of strength, not dependency.
And South Africa must engage with the world from a position of strength and not dependency. We must invest in our domestic industries and in innovation. And if we are part of a multipolar world, we must build a self-sufficient and resilient state. It's time to build a South Africa that stands firm, that can engage on equal terms with other nations, and that can secure its rightful place in an evolving global order. I thank you.
So, what does this mean for South Africa and for the world? Nobuntu Webster's message is a wake-up call not just for her nation, but for any country that values its independence. Sovereignty isn't just about political freedom. It's about economic resilience, strategic partnerships, and the courage to stand on your own 2 feet. The path forward is clear. Diversify, engage, and take ownership of your future. Because in a world where power is shifting, no nation should have to sacrifice its sovereignty for survival. What do you think? Can South Africa, or any nation, truly achieve this level of independence in today's world? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video thought-provoking, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into global politics and sovereignty. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.